Okay, so I'm back. Um, you know, I was able to put the ATEX power supply in there, and but I had to take this bracket off. There's like 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this whole piece here comes off, and then you can attach the ATEX power supply. It said something about the left side, the right side. It can maximum is 160 centimeters if you do on the left side. Honestly, I don't even know what that means, left side, right side. I just know that if the screws line up, then I'm good. And I'm not sure how this actually even makes sense, because this would be intake, right? And then I guess it goes out this way. But I guess that makes sense now, because this would just be intake. And then it just comes out. It would have been better if fan was facing this way, right? Because then at least it's taking some hot air out and then exhausted up. But this way doesn't make too much sense, I guess. But at least on the mesh side, I guess it's gonna just keep this power supply cool. I guess it turns out that it's kind of cool, because here's the display for the watt usage, so I can sneak. I'll actually see it through here, so through the mesh. So that was a bonus, I guess. Sometimes you just gotta like play as you go, right? Because you don't know what to expect. Anyway, it's almost done now. So I'm gonna attach all the cables in, and then I'm gonna just put in like probably this graphics card here, like a really old one. Who cares? And like I said, there's gonna probably have to be another part to this video, because I'm gonna try to put in a. Actually, look at that. I have so much issues now, because the cords are down here. I'm not gonna be able to fit a GPU, any GPU longer than up to this point here, from here, unless I change the power supply. So, like I said, sometimes you have to go play as you go and see what you have to rearrange. But let me just finish this build, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I finally understood what they meant by the left side. This is the right side, and this is the left side. So this was the top PSU that was on top. This one you can actually rotate this over here, and then you can screw 2 screws here, and then 2 screws here, and this will hold this into place. So this way, you have clearance. Okay, I know cable management is pretty nasty here, but you can see now I can fit up to 336 millimeters here, and put in a 3.4 slot graphics card. So I just want to point that out. And now this is kind of like intake now, and then exhaust on the top. But the cable management is ugly. So anyway, I'm gonna see if I can clean up the cables a little bit, because with ATX, as you know, ATX power supplies, cable is a bit longer, so fitting in an ITX motherboard is always a challenge. But there's actually a gap here on the back that probably I can squeeze all the cables in here. That's probably what I'm going to do. So I'll try that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that was pretty much a challenge there. I try to put as much of the cable as I can in the back here. I'm not sure if I can even close this case, to be honest. But as long as the cooler, like I'm hitting the fan with my hand here, it's not touching anything there. So something to be mindful of if you're going to use an ATX power supply with this case. Because of the extra long cables, it poses a big challenge. And if I had a bigger CPU cooler, you can see here, it would actually hit against the cables, and so I wouldn't be able to fit a freaking hot taller cooler in there, even though, you know, it says it's capable of. And I don't even know if I can close this case because this cable is sticking out, but I think I can. They probably would have engineered that to fit. And to complete this case, I decided to use my Titan XP Star Wars edition. This is a classic, you know, red or green. This is the Jedi version. Sorry, Dark Force members. I actually have a Dark Force one upstairs, but this is the Jedi version, and it looks like a saber, right? When you put it up this way. It's very nice. I like the material of it. Blower style can't even say the word. I'm becoming like Jay-Z 2 cents. Blower style cards is probably good for these cases because it sucks in the air and blows it through the back since this is a very small case. I'm gonna install this next, and then you can see in the bottom here is my PCI cables that I put in. Just so I moved it from this side here and I put it over here across through here. So it's good that it has a kind of like a 360 view or 360 access, except for the bottom. I think it's actually a filter in the bottom. So I'm gonna install this card. It's gonna more than fit, right? You can see with some extra space there. To put in a card that's even longer, it says up to 336 centimeters without the fun IO USBs here. That's gonna probably be a challenge for anything that's more than 3 slots, but it does fit. There's a lot of room in the bottom there, as you can see. So anyway, let me put in this graphics card and I'm gonna power up this baby and run some tests. Okay, I'm back. So I was able to install the Titan XP Star Wars Edition, and then I put the PCI cables on here. There's still room. Oh, this just looks like a filter. Actually, it is a filter. It actually comes up pretty easy. Okay. Anyway, when you use ATX, you're gonna lose out on the side panels. These side panels that I took out earlier, but you can put in like AO shit and dual fans and additional fans. So ATX is pretty limited. So let me close up this case. Honestly, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. You know, it's subjective. And you can see that the AO is back here, access to USBs and stuff. And I like this case. It's really small, right? It may not be a small footprint, but it's kind of like an NR200. It's tight, right? I mean, it is what it is, but when you want a smaller case, you gotta sacrifice something, right? You can't expect a small case and be able to fit all these big parts in there. It's just counterintuitive, right? In my opinion. Anyway, I'm gonna try to put all the covers back on. I might not be able to put the cover back on the front here because I think it's sticking out, but who knows? I could be wrong. So I'll be right back once I put all the covers back on. So I'm back. I was able to put the covers back on, including this one at the front. I thought it was the extension there for the power supply was sticking out, but it actually fits with a little bit of a nudge. You know, I like to be careful. I don't want to break anything, but I do want to give credit to Sunny Side Up or Leanne Lee or whoever made this case, Meshroom D, because they actually made it symmetrical. I don't know if you noticed the original one was actually one of the sides wasn't. So if you didn't put in the cover correctly, you could actually damage the case. But in this case, you can put it this way or this way. It doesn't even matter. So just close it up here. Snap it in. You don't need to put too much force. So that's what it looks like completed. Yeah. So there you have it. I'm gonna turn this baby on and let's see what it can do. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I was gonna plug it in and I did, and then I couldn't find the power supply. I mean the power to turn it on, and I couldn't find it anywhere. It's not even on the instruction manual. So in case anyone has this case, apparently the switch is right here, right in the back, and I was gonna take it apart, but then when I grabbed it, I heard it snap, and then I figured this is where the button is. So I don't know. I mean, this is definitely the PC amateur guy. Didn't even know how to turn the case, and it took me like honestly 20 minutes to figure that out because I was trying to look at Reddit and all that, and I couldn't find it. But anyways, here's the button to turn it on in case you run into this situation. It's in the back. Okay, there's nowhere in the front. All right, let me power this baby on. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I was able to turn it on. Just to show you the top here, Thor, it's coming on 129, 127 watts. And it's super quiet right now. Even the ATX, this is like an efficient power supply, and it's not even spinning. It's not even on like silent mode or anything. And it's not even spinning, which means it's cool. The only fan right now that's in there is, well, there's two fans. There's one from the graphics card and one from the Noctua fan, and it's super quiet. So let me log in. Log in here. Oh, yeah. Let's see, my USB is not plugged in or something. Okay, it wasn't, my USB keyboard wasn't plugged in tightly. Let me just log in here. Okay, here we go. So, whoa. Oh, look at that. Free upgrade to the latest Windows 11. Schedule it. Installed a few minutes after I reach my desktop. Continue. Okay. Okay. So here's. Oh my God! Like, it's so quiet, man. I can't even hear it. I guess. Let me just check the temperatures. I mean, it's on idle right now, obviously. There's an HW monitor. So you can see here, CP fan is actually going up now. For some reason, 21,000. That's a Noctua one. Horizon is actually at 72 degrees at the package, which is kind of high, to be honest. Sorry, 48 degrees. I was just looking at it wrong. 48 degrees. Yeah, it's getting a little bit loud now. I'm not sure why. Anyway, I gotta install the drivers for NVIDIA for this to work. I don't know. Let me just end with some Chinese song just for fun. yeah, so this concludes my video. Thanks for watching. I love this case. It's subjective, but it's nice and small. I don't know. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave any comments on the bottom. Thanks for watching.